All right, here we go. This is going to be step 3, which is the Axel peg of the train project. So go ahead and open up an Inventor part file, just like you have for the last 2 projects. And we're going to go ahead and create a sketch. And we'll just put it right onto this front face right here, which should be the XZ plane. And we're going to take a circle. And go ahead, we'll just attach it right in the middle. We don't have to attach it right to this origin, but just for kicks, we'll go ahead and do that. Now we're going to give this this circle a diameter of 1/4 inch, so 0.25. And then we're going to extrude it, so we'll go up to 3D model to give it that 3rd dimension. We're going to extrude it 1 inch with a taper angle of -1. So 1 inch is going to be the extrusion distance. And we'll go to More, which is the 2nd tab at the top. And for the taper angle, put in -1. And what that's going to do is you notice it's sloping down. It's getting a little bit smaller as it's extending out. And that's what we're looking for. So we'll hit OK. Now we want to put a plane that goes right through the middle of this. So the first thing I'm going to do is come up to Axis. This is a work axis. And I'm just going to go to this cylinder, because it's really a cone at this point. I'm going to click on it. And what that did is it put an axis right through the center of this. Okay. Now I can choose plane, and I'm going to have to make sure I get the right plane. So I'm going to come over to the left where it says origin. Now there's a little plus sign, so if I click on that, it's going to open up all my default planes and axes. And so if I look at the YZ plane, it goes right through the middle. And if I look at the XZ plane, it goes right through the middle also. And if I look at the XY plane, it's flush with the top. I don't want to use that one. Either of the other 2 would work. So I'll go ahead and I'll just choose this one, the XZ. And it automatically, what we want to do is we want to make sure it's going right through this center axis. So after I click XZ, just come over here and click on the center axis. Now it automatically defaults to a 90-degree rotation, which is fine if we put that. It doesn't really matter because this is a conical shape and it's symmetrical all the way around. So we'll just say, okay, it wants to rotate at 90 degrees, that's fine. Now we're going to take a sketch and we're going to put it on that work plane. So now we're looking right at it. Now we're going to be designing at the bigger end of this. So you can see how this tapers down as it comes to the right. So I don't want to design on this side. I want to design on the bigger side over here. And we're going to make the profile for the cap, and then we're going to revolve it. Now I want to be able to see the inside of this. So what we're going to do is right click, and we're choosing an option called Slice Graphics. And Slice Graphics removes all the material that's in front of the object. So now we're looking at the inside of this object. Okay, now I want to use another feature called Project Geometry. And what that does is it activates some of the edges that we're going to want to use. So I click on Project Geometry. I'm going to come select this face, and I'm going to select this face, and I'm going to select this axis right there. Okay, so now we have some activated lines. Now I'm going to go up to Line, and I'm going to say from this intersection, I want a line that comes out this way. And I'm not going to give it a dimension yet. I'm just going to click it right there. And then I'm going to refresh line so I can start a new line. And from this center axis right here, I also want a line that comes up this way. All right. And then I'm going to go to arc. And I'm going to make an arc that connects the ends of those 2 lines. And I haven't dimensioned anything yet, but it's going to look something like that. Okay. There's no dimensions there yet. So now we'll go ahead and put the dimensions on there. And I'm going to tell this guy right here to be 0.125, which is 1/8 of an inch. 0.125. And I'm going to pick this guy right here, and I'm going to tell him to be 0.2. And I'm going to take this arc and tell it to have a radius of 0.2 also. So it looks like that now. Alright, now I only have one more step, and it's going to be revolving this profile around this axis right here. So I'm going to go up to 3D Model, Revolve, and I'm going to go ahead and reorient this so I can see it a little bit better. It already selected the profile, so you see profile right up here. It's selected it, it's highlighted right now. So it is now selecting an axis, and I want to select this axis. And it's going to revolve that all the way around the axis. We want to make sure it's on full, so it does all 360 degrees. And I'm going to hit OK. And there it is. So now I have my axle peg. Now I don't need to see this plane in this axis anymore. So what I can do is just right click on the outside edge of it and uncheck visibility. And right click on the axis and uncheck visibility there too. Alright, and there you have it, the axle peg.